What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be going over our top 10 favorite things to sell on eBay and Amazon. So eBay for her, Amazon for me. Most of this stuff's just kind of eBay stuff, but I guess a lot of it can also tie into Amazon. But I'll kind of go over what stuff I actually do sell on Amazon so you guys can get an understanding of what I think is good to sell on Amazon versus eBay. And yeah, get an understanding of what she sells, which is literally anything and everything. But these are our top 10 favorite things to sell and why we love to sell them, and you know how much we pay for them, and we're going to go over all that stuff right now. So the number 10 thing is going to be toys and action figures. So toys and action figures, we find these all the time at yard sales, guys. Every single yard sale has toys. I used to collect action figures in high school. I'm a super nerd. So I collected things from Japan, like whatever. I collected things from Japan. So like SH Figure Arts, things like that, if you're familiar with those terms. They would import them. They were import figures. And that was my crock, by the way. So anyways, they imported them, and yeah, I collected those. So anytime I run across that kind of stuff, which is pretty rare, but we do run across it occasionally, then I'll always buy it.
Stuff too.
Yeah, there's a lot of fakes out there, guys, of the import figures.
It's gotten us.
The fakes got me because I didn't collect this exact figure. If it had been like a Dragon Ball Z one or something, I would have known, but not this. So, so other things, we buy loose toys a lot as well. Any of that kind of stuff that we see.
You've seen them in our videos, like Woody figures, and
yeah.
And also to go with the toys, we buy stuffed animals.
Yes.
And like you've seen the dog that we sold and the Grimace that we sold, bought them for 50 cents to $2 and sold them for $30 to $80.
Yeah.
And that's just fun.
Yeah. So it's a lot of fun, and all these things on this list, guys, are things that sell pretty fast, which is another reason we like to sell them so much, of course. Like them. But typically, what we'll pay for toys, we'll pay like $1 or $2 each if they're loose. I don't know everything there is to know about toys. I just know to look for some older stuff and some collectible names, because it's impossible to know everything about toys, guys. There's so many of them out there. So if you see them and can get them for like $1 or $2, and it's not much of a risk, you know, I would take that risk. But if you see sealed stuff, especially older sealed toys, they're super, super collectible, guys, a lot of the times, unless they're Star Trek. Stay away from Star Trek toys, but everything else just really is pretty collectible. So if you see that kind of stuff, you know, $5 to $10 for some sealed stuff, we would pay that. If I knew about them and I knew they were like Figure Arts or Hot Toys or something, and they were worth, you know, $100, $200, $300, $400, then I would be willing to pay a lot more, obviously. But yeah, typically $5 to $10 would be the most we pay for toys. If
you take the risk and it doesn't pay off, you can always donate the toys. Or if you have a booth, you can put them in the booth and hopefully make your money back.
Yeah, you can donate the toys and then write them off. So on your taxes, of course, which is good. That's what we do with a lot of stuff that we
still learning too.
Yeah, that we fail on. So, all right. So number 9 is shoes. We just recently actually got into shoes. So we started buying shoes a lot.
Yeah.
In the last probably 2 or 3 months, probably since we started the channel, honestly.
When I first started doing it, he was like, "We need to look at shoes and stuff," and I just honestly thought it was kind of gross. Yeah. I didn't want to look like at Goodwill and stuff. They're not cute. They're not clean. But at yard sales, you can find some really nice, good condition shoes. Yeah. And people buy them.
They do. I mean, typically, we usually won't pay any more than $5 to $10 for a pair of shoes. But if they're like some Jordans or something that's worth $100, $150, you know, of course we're going to pay up for them, $30, $40 for a pair of shoes. It's not that crazy because the stuff just sells, guys.
Especially if they're clean. I love to buy them if they're clean. If they're dirty, yes, and it's worth it, we'll clean them up. But if it's only going to sell for $20,
yeah. Typically, we don't buy shoes unless they're going to sell for $25 to $30. And I think pretty much everything we have sells for right around there. So
we'll take offers a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. So definitely shoes, guys. Keep an eye out for that kind of stuff. Of course, like she said, you don't want to spend too much time cleaning them up if they're not worth making a lot of money.
And the giant sizes sell good.
Yeah, the bigger sizes can sell good, but you typically want to stop. I typically would stop around 14, size 14 to 15, just because there's not going to be that big of a market for shoes that are size 18. Unless you're Shaq, then you're not going to have that kind of market. So moving on to number 8, But first, we forgot to introduce our new baby. This is Spirit. In
we don't know
honor
if she's
of
a boy or a
Halloween.
girl yet, but
Yeah, we're pretty sure she's a girl, but she's awesome. She's a bearded dragon, for those that don't know what she is. Very awesome. She's edition number, what, 14?
14.
14 to the house. So
The dogs love her.
they do. So number 8, something we've been selling for a while now, and we love selling these as long as they're clean. Do not buy them if they are falling apart and gross, guys, because they will get returned. And
Even if you tell them they're gross.
And they're gross and nasty, and they're just nasty. Golf head covers. So do not pay more than $2 for a golf head cover, unless it's like a, what is it, Scotty Cameron. Unless it's something like that, and you know it's going to go for a lot. Okay. But other than that, do not pay no more than $2 for these, and make sure they're clean, guys.
Like
these,
the inside's not dry rotted.
Yeah. A lot of the times the insides will, like you said, they'll dry rot. And if you don't open it up, then it'll just break apart, and all the black stuff will just fall out, and it's really just gross, guys.
It's gross.
But we buy head covers all the time. Like I say, we don't pay more than $2 for them typically.
And that's typically what they are, 50 cents to $2 at yard sales.
And we sell them for anywhere from $10 to $15 on average. You know, we've sold a couple for like $30, $35, some of the real nice ones. But yeah, usually 10 to 15 bucks. They sell really fast.
And they're super easy to list.
Super easy to list, and you just post them up, and they're pretty much gone within a week. Typically, is what we see.
And they don't cost much for shipping, so I always do plus shipping.
Yeah, they only cost like $3-4 to ship. So next is something else we got into recently, just this summer, is cosmetics. So makeup, you know, lotion, Mary Kay, Avon, that kind of stuff. We've done very, very well. Actually, you all saw one of our buys in the Mary Kay, the video where we got all the Mary Kay.
And the trumpet.
And the trumpet that was marked at 15 and
he offered 50.
And offered 50, and I thought it was marked at 75. But anyways, so yeah, the Mary Kay stuff literally flew. We posted it all, and it all sold for probably anywhere from $15 to $35 a piece, and we paid $25 for all of it. And there were probably 40 to 50 pieces of
there was
in there.
I still have like 10 things left that aren't as popular, but
yeah,
everyone's been happy with their purchase, so that's always fun too.
No returns, easy to do, easy to ship, good feedback on all of it. It like I say, we usually don't sell cosmetics unless they're new. Now, perfume, which I don't know if that counts as a cosmetic, but I don't know. Perfumes, if they're like half full or whatever, we'll sell those, because the vintage perfume does sell. All right, sorry guys, the post office man was coming around there, so their vehicle is very loud. So
always something.
Yeah. Anyways, so we sell cosmetics, perfume. I was saying halfway full, and
you do have to mention that though, obviously.
Yeah.
We have bought makeup before that we thought would sell, and we haven't sold any of it.
Yeah. So.
We always take risks, not always, but if it seems worth it, we do, and sometimes it pays off, sometimes it doesn't.
If we can get a big bulk buy of stuff for like $20, I'm always going to take the risk, which is exactly what we did. It didn't pan out, but that's okay. That's part of reselling, guys. So for cosmetics, we typically don't pay more than $1 or $2 per item. So if it's sealed and new, typically $1 or $2 an item. Other than that, we won't really mess with it.
But if you ask the person if you want to buy it all, they typically offer like nothing.
Yeah, they'll typically, like, this stuff was all marked at like $150, and she was like, $25 for all of it.
Yes.
So always offer to buy it all, guys, because they'll give you crazy bulk prices. So
they want to get rid of it.
Number 6, large electronics. Large electronics, so such as receivers, VCRs, like instruments,
like the Omnicord thing.
Like the Omnicord. Try to think of what else for large electronics.
We have some recorders or record players.
Yeah, record players, that kind of stuff. We like to sell large electronics, but we don't like to sell large electronics. Now, we love it because there's crazy profit in this. Mm-hmm. So much profit in large electronic items.
Because no one else wants to do it.
Yeah. So if you go to a yard sale, typically they'll always be sitting because no one wants to ship them, guys. So you could pay $5 to $10 for something that's worth $300, and we do it all the time, literally all the time. we'll buy something for $5 and flip it for $200-$300 the next day, just because people don't want to deal with it. But we're very good at shipping, very professed at shipping, which is another thing I want to ask. If you guys want to see a shipping video in the future and how to ship and how to pack and properly, then just, you know, let us know, and we'll be more than happy to. Great, now we're gonna get copyright strike. We'll be more than happy to do a video on that.
We have a pretty good setup.
We do. So anyway, so yeah, large electronics, I'll pay half of what they're worth typically, is what I would go up to. And that's only if they're worth like $300, because they're.
We buy a lot of VCRs for $5.
Yeah.
And that's untested, not knowing if they work, and most of them don't have their remotes.
And most of them don't work. So, but
that's another risk
when you get one that does work, it's worth it. So, yeah, just large electronics. Just know that it takes a lot of time and effort to ship and to list and to move around, and it takes up a lot of space. So just know that if you're gonna buy it, don't overpay for large electronics. If you buy something for $10 and it sells for $100 and it's a large piece, you should feel no guilt in that, because you're gonna go through a lot of effort. So,
and it might not work.
Yeah. Number 5, IT equipment. So I work in IT, as you all probably know. So servers, switches, computers, routers, wireless access points, that kind of stuff. I absolutely love selling that stuff on Amazon, guys.
Security cameras.
Yeah, security cameras. This is probably the first item that I really sell on Amazon that's on this list. IT equipment. So I buy this stuff all the time. I think I bought a Linksys at the 127 sales for like $20, and it sold for like $350. I bought backup drives, you know, that kind of stuff for $5 and sold them for $300. So over on Amazon, this stuff does great. Netgear, Linksys, those are 2 really good brands to watch out for. Ubiquity, any of that kind of stuff, guys. If you find it used, new, it does not matter. Always look it up, because it could sell for a lot of money. I flip IT equipment all the time, especially Linksys and Netgear routers on Amazon. They just sell like hotcakes, guys. So next is Handheld Electronics. Now, what we mean by handheld electronics, and this is number 4, what we mean by handheld electronics is like Sony Walkmans, CD players, iPods, iPhones, that kind of stuff. We love selling it, guys. It flies.
Especially like old iPods and stuff, people only want a couple dollars for them, because no one thinks they're worth anything. They're not worth an extreme amount, but they can go from $30 to $80.
Yeah, and if you get one with like one of the old ones, the original iPods, with like a high amount of storage on it, then they can go for really good money, guys, like over $100. So keep an eye out for that kind of stuff. But iPhones, guys, if you can get them for just a few bucks, every one of them will sell for $25 at least.
Other phones too, like I've sold a couple Samsungs, and Motorola's, like, and broken ones.
Yeah, broken ones sell very well as well.
They don't sell for a lot, but I mean, $15 to $20 is good money.
Yeah, and we're talking about items that sell literally just immediately. Like as soon as you post them, they're gone. Walkmans don't last more than 3 days for us. Never. They're always gone immediately.
And they're fun to test.
And we found a Walkman at the 127 sales for $5 and sold it for like $125, and it was broken. It was for parts repair. So keep an eye out for Walkmans, guys, because they literally are crazy.
Another thing that's not really it's kind of a small electronics, not handheld, are Sony clocks that you sell on Amazon.
Yeah, so like the Sony alarm clocks, the Dream Machines.
Yes,
there you go.
That's what it is.
I sell those on Amazon, guys, and they are awesome to sell. Trust me. Anything Sony you see, buy it. But they sell on Amazon. I pick them up for $2 and they sell for $12. They sell the second they hit the warehouse, and easy money, guys. An easy $10 in my pocket. So, and there are some that sell for $80 to $100. So if you find the really good ones.
They have those old iPod docks in them.
Yeah, the old iPod docks, the Sony radios, they sell for a lot of money, guys. Still, the old iPod, the old, fat charger. On Amazon, I've sold one for $200, so keep an eye out for that. Number 3, another Amazon thing, DVDs. She sells some DVDs, but not really anymore. I got approved for DVDs.
Sold some seasons, but
yeah, I got approved for DVDs probably about 8 months ago.
Yeah.
8-9 months ago, and I've been selling them since. And guys, they're crazy. I usually only look up the sealed DVDs or things I don't know. But maybe we'll do a DVD hunting video.
That'll be fun.
Over the winter at some thrift stores and see exactly what we can find. And pawn shops, yeah. I've sold a DVD called Brazilian Butt Lifts. I've sold it twice, sealed.
Super cute.
And it sells for like $30 on eBay sealed. I sold it both times for $133.18 on Amazon. So I paid $2 a piece for them, guys. So just DVDs are really good. Even if you're selling on eBay, DVDs are great.
Especially the workout DVDs on eBay.
Yeah. You can find the Insanity and P90X. We don't ever get those taken down. People say you can't sell them, but we've never had one taken down, guys.
And they sell quick.
Yeah, and they sell the day of or the next day.
Always just make sure that the discs are clean and good, though.
Yeah, because they can get pretty nasty the way they store those. So, but yeah, DVDs, guys. Any new sealed DVDs, unless they're like common, like Step Brothers, don't look them up. But if they're like something a little weird or a little uncommon, then definitely look them up.
Lifetime.
So, yeah, we found some Lifetime Christmas movies. She did.
At Goodwill, I think.
They were sealed, and I ended up selling those on Amazon for over $100 a piece. There were like 3 of them.
Christmas time too. So
it was right at Christmas. Yeah.
Very good timing.
Crazy, but number 2, our number 2 favorite thing to sell, and this is just an eBay thing: cameras.
So many cameras.
We probably bought between 300 and 400 cameras this summer.
All shapes and sizes.
I would imagine. I mean, every single camera we come across, we buy it, guys. They just sell. They just sell. I mean, I don't. She posts the old camcorders, and it's literally like 15 minutes. 15 minutes, and they're gone. If you post them for a good price, guys, people got notifications turned on for these things, they're gone. We sell.
That's another thing, especially if it's clean.
Yeah.
They will sell fast. I sell a lot of broken cameras too.
Yeah.
And not good condition cameras, but I always be sure and post that, and they still sell.
We sell all of our Polaroids that we get to one person. The same person buys them every time. And I think they restore them or something, or they do something with them. I'm not exactly sure what, but we sell them to them.
We won't pay more than $5 for a Polaroid.
Yeah, they sell for 15 to 20 to the same person every single time, depending on the model. So, yeah, cameras definitely. The Canon AE1 is one to really watch out for, and people typically, and the Canon Sure Shots, those little old digital cameras that you wouldn't think would be worth anything.
Always look cameras up, even if they look like...
Or the film cameras, whatever they are.
I mean, some of them are crap, but look them all up.
There's some out there worth $400 or $500, guys. You'd be surprised. And it's pretty crazy.
We sell the big, giant, awkward, old recorders, too.
Like you put on your shoulder. We sell those as well. They're a pain to pack and a pain to ship, and they weigh like 40 pounds in their case. But people buy them.
Yeah.
And, we sell them all the time. So... Just cameras, always buy them. If they're $1 to $5, just buy them, guys. Just buy them. We'll pay. I don't really care. If I know the camera's worth it, I'll pay up for them. But typically, people are asking $1, 50 cents, $2, and they're great. They sell so fast. So, definitely our favorite thing to sell on eBay. Now, our favorite thing to sell in general, my personal favorite thing, is video games and video game consoles. I'm sure everyone knew that was coming. I love to sell them, guys. I sell them on Amazon, and she sells some on eBay as well. And we just make bank on video games and consoles, guys. There's a lot of money in it. Now there's a lot of competition as well. So you got to know your stuff. You got to know what you can pay. So I can go to a pawn shop and pay what they're asking for 360s and PS3s because I sell on Amazon. If you sell on eBay, that's a little harder. But on Amazon, I can command a little bit more. Like I was selling 3DSs earlier this summer for $300 a piece, and they were selling on eBay for $175. So you got to know Amazon. But definitely video games and consoles, guys. Always look them up. If you see them. If you don't know video games, if you've not been into video games, you know that they go for money. I don't have to sit here and tell you. But just look them up, guys.
He sells all like the super clean ones, the ones that are good, everything, and then on Amazon, and then I'll take the rest that's left over and sell it on eBay, like the ones that are missing backs, like the handheld things, or a cracked screen, or anything like that, and just a controller or anything, and they sell just as well. Not for as much, but...
And video games sell pretty much immediately. So I'm about to send my Christmas shipment in here in the next couple of weeks, and I've got probably 30, 40 consoles that are going to go in, and a big stack of games. this stuff will sell. Every single thing will be gone in the first week. It'll just be gone. It'll be about probably between $5,000 and $8,000, and it'll just be gone in the first week. So video games sell fast. They're great. Yeah. So is that it? You got anything else to include?
I don't think so.
Any honorary mentions? All right. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope this was at least a little bit informative for you. We're trying to do more videos like this, get out there and you know, show people exactly what we sell and what sells well for us, to maybe help you guys find things, because you can find this stuff anywhere, guys. You don't have to go to yard sales. You can find it at thrift stores, you can find it at pawn shops, you can find it anywhere. So,
and we'll have proof of that coming up, because yard sales are about to end, so we're going to be thrifting and pawn shopping and finding any way we can to
keep
flip.
Yeah, and keep pushing out some content for you guys. So we'll be doing pawn shop videos, like she said, thrift store videos. Let us know anything else you want to see us do. If there's anything you're interested in us going and doing, we're more than open to trying it. If there's other ways that you guys source that we don't or we should try, then let us know. We might do some storage units this winter. I don't know. We're thinking of all kinds of ways to entertain you guys. So thank you guys so much for watching. And please like, please subscribe. We're getting a lot of viewers that aren't subscribing. So I'm talking to you, unsubscribed person. So please sub to the channel. We would love to have you guys here. And yeah, we'll see you guys in the next video.